Afternoon, folks. Good afternoon. Welcome to this video from Wyoming gun owners. My name is Aaron Dorr. I'm the policy advisor. I'm the guy that goes to Cheyenne and tells lawmakers what you want them to do. Aaron Dorr with Wyoming gun owners. And guys, I'm very proud of the video that we're going to have today. I'm very proud to be able to say all the things that I'm about to say. I want you guys to kind of get a sense of what's been happening behind the scenes over the last couple of months as we prepare for the 2022 session. Before I begin this video, I'm going to start a watch party, get that going first. If you guys want to get signed in, let me know where you're watching from. I see folks getting signed up already, but I'm going to discuss some cool stuff here once I get this watch party going. It takes just a couple more seconds here as I launch this, and we'll have this video going. Guys, get signed in. Let me know where you're watching from, as always. And I'm going to post a bunch of links today. I'm just giving you a kind of a heads up on that, but you're going to love these links and what this means when it comes to our fight for gun rights. As I finish up the last post here, we can get this video going. There we go. I see Lori watching. I see Tom. I see a bunch of my good friends already getting signed in. So wherever you're watching from, let us know. All right. There we go. It's all signed up. It's all rock and roll, and the watch party's going. It's all done. Okay, guys, everybody knows that politicians in Jeff City, politicians in Des Moines, politicians in New York, and politicians right in Cheyenne, they love to operate in as close to secrecy as they possibly can. They love to operate with as much lack of transparency as they possibly can. They love it because in their minds, and of course we have exceptions. We have exceptions watching this video right now. But when it comes to the moderates, in their minds, see, our job is really simple. As gun owners in Wyoming, we turn out at election time. We give them what they want. And we vote for them. We give them our money, and they get to do whatever the flip they want once they're safely back in office in Cheyenne. And that's how the paradigm, that's how they want it to be played. And we don't roll like that. We don't roll like that. I see a lot of folks here looking at watching from, we got Warland from with Brian. We got Bill watching. We got Gerald and Du Bois. Gerald, I was out there, was it last year with my family, had a dinner with a state lawmaker in Du Bois, Tim Salazar, one of the best, on my way out to Yellowstone. Beautiful town. Oh my gosh. What a beautiful town. What an incredible experience. Incredible experience. And so these guys love to operate in the shadows. They love to operate behind the scenes. They love to hide in what's going on. And let me tell you something. The budget session that is coming up in February represents a fantastic chance for them to try to ram stuff through so fast that you don't know what's going on. Session's going to last for somewhere in that 22 to 24 days. This happened in 2018 when we passed Stand Your Ground law. And let me tell you, they love this stuff. They love these short sessions. And we do too as conservative and gun owners because it's less time they can screw with our freedom. But they love it too because operating at this speed, it's hard for everybody to know what the hell is going on. And that's why I'm so happy to announce that we have a brand new online digital platform for gun owners to use in this phenomenal state. It is a phenomenal new tool. It has all incredible features, and we're going to break that down in this video because from now on, it is never going to be easier for you guys to know what's going on in Cheyenne because for the first time ever, WYGO is going to be able to offer text message alerts to our members. Text message alerts to you guys right to your phone so you know what the heck is going on. And it is a phenomenal new tool. It's one of many new tools we're going to roll out in 2020. But here's the deal. Here's the deal. Because of the way these rules work and privacy laws and everything else, I can't enroll anybody, even current WYGO members. I can't enroll you in this program if you don't voluntarily opt in. And we've made it super simple. The link is above the video, but if you forget, it's really easy. It's wygoupdates.com. wygoupdates.com. You go there, you type in your first name, your last name, phone number for the text messages, email for our alerts, and your zip code, and you hit send, you hit go, you hit send my information, man, and get me involved in this fight. And it's automatic. It's automatic. Yes, Patty, that's my brother. That's my brother, Chris, in Ohio, with Ohio gun owners. We love fighting for gun rights. We love fighting for gun owners any place we can. So WYGOupdates.com is the place you got to go to opt in the fight for your freedom, to stand up against these big government statists in both parties. WYGOupdates.com. It's one of many new things on our online advocacy program that we're so proud of. And again, if you go to our website, it's wyominggunowners.org. There's a Gun Owners Take Action. It's our action center. If you go there, you're going to see a whole host of new petitions and pre-written emails and a bunch of online tools that you can use to immediately make your voice heard in Cheyenne. These people hate hearing from constituents. They hate it. They hate it. And there's nothing more we like to do than pulling back the curtain and exposing what's going on. Let me give you an example of how much these fools hate to hear from their own constituencies. All right. So the 2018 session, this was a budget session. This was just 2 years ago, was when we all passed Stand Your Ground law. I see folks here who are watching right now who were involved in that fight. I see Michelle, who was down there testifying. I think Dutch here was at the Capitol testifying, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of folks here who are watching right now who were involved in that fight might remember this, but some of you might not. Some of you might not. So the bill is moving, and we have a bill in both chambers. Senator Bouchard, always the champion. Representative Salazar, our rock in the House. They both file this bill. Bill says, dumb question, but how is this going to help us here in Michigan? Just wondering. Bill, I mean, this is Wyoming gun owners, man. It's WYGO. If there's no voice in your state, you got to start one. I know most of the state level gun groups in the country, and I know the group in Michigan, and it sucks. So you need a group that will fight like this. So it can't help you in Michigan, but it's going to help the Patriots in Wyoming. So again, back to my story. So it's 2018. We got this bill going in both chambers. It's a budget session. We were there for, and I see Representative Chuck Gray is on. Maybe he can tell us, like 24 days. I think session was 24 days in 2018, and it was lightning speed. So we had all these bills pinging back and forth, all this committee work, all this stuff. And then at the last minute, Senate leadership, Senator Perkins, files a hostile as F amendment. It was nasty. It weakened it so bad. And so we heard about it. We had 45 minutes before the vote. That's all the time we had to get a copy of the amendment, read it, all like 5 pages of it, and then to try to lobby and talk to these lawmakers. So by the time we got the amendment, read it, internalized it, figured out what it meant, we had like 25 minutes left, right? That's all we had. And so myself and the NRA liaison, we sat there. This is in the Jonah building, the temporary Capitol in 2018, out in the rotunda, and we're sitting there writing handwritten notes to all these senators saying, Senator X, this is a hostile bill, hostile amendment. It's going to weaken Stand Your Ground law. Don't do it. Don't vote for it. And you should know that Wyoming gun owners will score this as a hostile vote. So, I mean, it was pretty basic. It's just lobbying 101. We're telling lawmakers what our members want them to do, right? Because in Wyoming, gun owners, they're like, it's your bread and butter. It's your core constituency. So, and again, the point of this story here is to tell you guys how much they hate hearing from you. So if you've ever been to the temporary Capitol, they call it the fishbowl. It's behind the chambers, and it's the glass enclosed room for visitors to go and watch their government, their legislature at work. And so I'm sitting there in the fishbowl waiting for the vote to start on this hostile amendment in a Senate chamber. And Senator Nethercott, she gets the note that is not being sent in from me. It's being sent in from gun owners all over her district in Cheyenne, who are members of Wyoming gun owners, who care about their freedom, who care about the Second Amendment. So it's constituents who are telling her via us, your mouthpiece in Cheyenne, telling her to oppose this amendment. So what do you think they did with that? What do you think she did? She reads this note. She reads it twice, and she stands up, and she comes beelining out of the Senate. She comes out to the fishbowl, and again, that's what we affectionately called the spectator gallery, the public section in the Capitol, in the temporary Capitol in that building, that Jonah building. She comes over to me. She takes this note, which is, again, coming from gun owners in her district. She takes it. I should have had a sample ready to go. She takes it. She folds it up in little pieces, and then she rips it in half and turns it and rips it in half again, and she throws it right in my face. Throws it right in my face. Now, I'm a gentleman. My parents raised me to be that way. And so I sat there and laughed. I just sat there and laughed. Nothing more you're going to do. And I said, I think you're going to regret that sometime down the road. But do what you think is best, Senator Nethercott. And so that is the level of disdain that they have for you. That is the most arrogant, sanctimonious, holier than thou, elitist asses that you're ever going to meet. You're going to find them in the Republican caucus in Cheyenne, and it starts in just a couple of weeks. And I want to be clear, not everybody's that way. Like I said, we got some great guys watching right now. We got a state rep watching. We got a state senator watching. Not everybody's like that, but they are in the minority. And I don't mean as a caucus. I mean as people who will fight for freedom, who will fight for what's right. And that's why it is so important. It is so important that you take a moment and go to our brand new advocacy program at WYGOupdates.com to get involved, to get the messages, to get the texts, to get the emails, so you can make your voice heard, because they hate it. They hate hearing from gun owners. They do all they can to make it impossible to hear from gun owners. But WYGO has spent a significant amount of our donor resources this fall, to get this new tool in place. This new program will allow you to, number one, send in pre-written emails. Now, yes, we've had that for the last 2 years, but look, what we had before was a freaking horse and buggy. Now we have a fighter plane. Now we have a jet with an afterburner. This new program, the new graphics, the rotator series, you're never again going to send in the same email. This program rotates in between a whole bunch of pre-written emails that WYGO staff will produce, so you're always firing off fresh content. It's amazing. You're going to be able to do messages to your lawmakers if you use Twitter. It's going to be a one-click, boom, you're done. It goes right to your lawmaker via Twitter. You're going to be able to do phone calls using this automated program. You don't have to know your lawmaker's name. You don't have to know what his or her phone number is. You don't have to know a dang thing. You don't even have to know what to say, because we're going to give you a script, and we're going to do all the work we can for you. It's not because you can't do it, not because you're not intelligent enough. You people are 10 times smarter than the average idiot in the caucuses in Cheyenne. You guys can do all this yourself, but you're busy. You've got lives. You've got families. You've got mortgages to pay. You got stuff going on. So we've made it easier than ever before for you to take action. But that's not it. That's not all. You can also, for the first time, fire off a video message. You can take your phone right up to your face, record a 30-second video message to your lawmakers. Now, those do have to be approved by us, because we can't have, somebody who's having a bad day send off an inappropriate message. Can't do that. Can't do that. Not that you guys ever would, but a troll would opt in to be able to do that just to get us in trouble. We know that. So we're going to approve those before it goes. But it's going to be incredible. Never before will it have been so easy to advocate for your own freedoms. We've done all that we can to make it as easy as possible to take action. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. That's what you guys can do. And again, one of the new tools that we have is this texting service. And I'm so fired up about it, because as easy as email is to interact with, I don't know about you guys, but I'm sure we're all on the same page. I get hundreds of emails a day, whether it's spam, whether it's from organizations that actually do things I care about, whose emails I actually do want to read, whether it's campaign messages from President Trump or somebody else. I get hundreds of emails a day. And so email, well, it's awesome and effective and an easy way to give you guys the full story. It's easy for the emails to get lost, right? To get kind of lost in the shuffle. But I read every text message I've ever gotten. Every single one. I read them all. And you guys can too. You guys do too. And so what we're going to do with this new tool is we're going to text you guys information, and it can say something like, corrupt rhinos in Cheyenne are trying to resurrect fix NICS. Gun control. Take action now. And all you got to do, push the button. Punch in your information for the first time. Otherwise, just push the button and hit send on your email, and boom, it goes. It's instantaneous. It's instantaneous. I lost the paper I was trying to find. I don't have it. But when the swamp tries to bring up fix NICS in 2020, it ain't going to happen in a vacuum. They're not going to be able to do it in secret, because the best lawmakers in Wyoming are keeping their eyes out for you. And Wyoming's only gun rights organization is doing the exact same thing. So armed with this information, combined with this advocacy tool, you guys are going to have a front row seat to the fight for your gun rights in 2020. It's going to be a short session. There's no time to waste, and we have to be moving fast. But you're going to be left out, folks. You're going to be left out if you don't go to WYGOupdates.com and opt in to receive our text messages. You got to do it. Curtis says, keep us informed. Keep us informed, please. Curtis will do it. But, man, make sure you sign up at WYGOupdates.com to get the text messages. We know what to tell you. We know what's going on. We can give you guys the information and the online advocacy programs you need, but you're not going to get the message from us. You're not going to get it if you don't opt in. I need you to opt in now. Chris says, time to vote all the rhinos and FUDs out, period. That time is coming, my man. We're a 501c4. We can't tell you guys who to vote for, never have, never will, but we can expose moderates. We can pull back the curtain. We can highlight voting records, and that's what we love to do. Don't take my word for it. Ask Senator Fred Emmerich. Oh, wait a minute. You can't, because that anti-gun piece of trash was booted to the curb by WYGO members after we exposed him with mail and slicks and the whole 9 yards last year. So he's just an example. He's one example of the rhinos that WYGO has exposed who are gone. They're gone. We didn't do that. We can't do that, but we can expose them. And you guys can take action. And I need you guys to understand how critical this is, because everybody thinks it could never happen here. Whether it was Colorado 10 years ago, whether it's Oregon even 10 years ago again. Everywhere, every state, gun owners have always said it could never happen here. It could never happen here. And then it happens. I lived in Virginia for a number of years in college. One of the biggest gun states in the country. I mean, they have a big population, right? So there's lots of gun guys and gun gals. Went to a bunch of gun shows out there, was involved in a bunch of stuff, and it could never happen here. Yeah, we might have a bad governor once in a while, but we'll never see gun control take effect here. And they're on the verge of losing everything because gun owners in Virginia, they were always playing nice. They were always trying to be respected. They were always trying to be loved. They were always trying to be professional, and they didn't fight. And so Republicans weren't scared of them. So Republicans were pushing gun control. So Republicans lost their elections. So now these radical socialist insanos are in charge. And in Virginia, they may lose their entire Second Amendment practically, possibly in 2020. And if we Don't push back. If we don't hold the line, we're going to see restrictions here. I don't know when, but Fix Nix damn sure represents a restriction. And we cannot let them get away with it. And that's what our new online advocacy program is going to do. It's going to give you the information you need in real time. In real time. If you've opted in, if you've asked to opt in to receive our messages, and I can't do it for you. We got phone numbers for all of our members. You guys have all signed up, but I can't drop your names in this program. Not this time. They won't let us. They won't let us. Patriots who care about their freedom, you got to opt in yourselves. I can't do it for you. You can opt in your spouse, by the way. You can opt in your spouse. You can opt in your friends. I can't tell you what to do. I just can't personally do it for you. So go and do it. Go and do it. Senator Tom James is watching right now. Senator James says the people's rights do not end where their feelings start. Exactly. But that's not how these politicians think. Excuse me. Mike Stone says, how does the governor feel about Fix Nix? Well, Mike, he won't say. He won't say. But I got to tell you, I'll phrase it like this. If that bill passes the legislature, dude's going to sign it. He's going to sign it. That's my assumption. We have to act like that. There's no reason not to think that. Let's see. Garrett says, I hear that all the time here in Wyoming, that complacency and that complacency leads to encroachment. Absolutely it does. That's been the story of so many pro-gun states over the years. I think it's just it's safe to say that our schools, and I'm not saying yours, I'm saying all of ours, we're churning out little socialists at a rate that is unsustainable for a republic. And so as we have more and more of these people who are involved in public discourse, more and more of them who are elected to office, God forbid, more and more of them who are voting at election time, it means that people like us who love freedom, who love the Second Amendment, we have to do more. We have to fight harder. We have to fight longer. We have to donate to causes that are fighting for us. If you're not a member, guys, it's joinwygo.com. Joinwygo.com. We got to spend more time in the trenches. We got to send more emails. We got to do more work. And that's why knowing that and knowing how busy you are, that's why we spent the time to develop and the money to acquire this online advocacy program. It is going to make fighting for gun rights so much easier. But I need you guys to be involved yourselves. You have to opt in. You have to ask to receive these. And once you do, you're done. It's a one-time deal. You're in, you're done, you're good to go. But I can't do it for you. I cannot do it for you. Guys, that's all I got time for right now. It's been a long day already. I got more things to do before I can call it a day. I want you guys to do three things. Number one, go to WYGOupdates.com and freaking sign up to receive our messages. Number two, if you're not a member, go to joinwygo.com, joinwygo.com. And number three, and perhaps as important as anything else, share it. Share this video. I can't tell you how great you people have been at doing that. The number of people who have shared our videos is phenomenal. I do gun rights politics in a variety of states. And, for WYGO, we've got a smaller, state. It's a smaller online presence. It's a smaller Facebook page. But we are getting views that are seen by thousands of people now. And I can't tell you how much that upsets lawmakers in Cheyenne who are trying to do things in secret. They hate it. And so getting thousands and thousands of people in Wyoming to see what's going on and hear it firsthand, that is an effective use of your time. Look, let's just cut the crap. You're all on Facebook anyway. It's Saturday night, right? I know we got some folks who are working, but you're all on Facebook anyway. Just share it. I see Senator James has already either he shared it or did a watch party or something. I'm not quite sure, but it's popped on my screen and disappeared. You're already on your phones. Hit the share button. Get the word out. Pass around this link, WYGOupdates.com, and we'll be back with more information, guys, when we can. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. Take care.